A landmark project on the Brent Spence Bridge gets the green light.
But as WDRB's Conroy Delouche tells us, not everyone in Kentucky is pleased. Conroy?
This is a massive overhaul of the bridge connecting Cincinnati and northern Kentucky, and construction of a companion bridge will be paid for with state and federal funding. Money that was not available for our region when we needed it a decade ago.
This is historic.
Constructed 60 years ago, the Brent Spence Bridge connecting Cincinnati and northern Kentucky was designed to carry 80,000 vehicles a day. It's now averaging twice that amount. One of the most traveled interstates in the country came to a halt just 2 years ago when a semi crash shut it down for weeks.
One of the largest infrastructure grants in U.S. history.
The Republican-led Kentucky state legislature also approved $250 million in funding.
Is going forward. It should go forward without tolls.
Tolls, long resisted by northern Kentuckians. There's even a Kentucky law on the books banning the use of fees on interstate crossings between the two states. Meanwhile, in Kentuckiana,
I feel like every time I cross a bridge, it's money.
People on both sides of the river have to pay to cross the Kennedy, Lincoln, Lewis, and Clark bridges. 2 new bridges opened in the past decade while the Kennedy was repaired. A total cost of more than $2 billion. There was no federal infrastructure money available when that construction took place, so tolls were needed to fill the funding gap.
We aren't so lucky, so good for northern Kentucky, but we got screwed.
The mayors of Louisville and Jeffersonville pushed for federal funding back in March to try and ease RiverLink toll costs. There was also a resolution passed by Metro Council asking for a removal.
Why in the world are you punishing the people that live around southern Indiana or Kentucky?
Despite the efforts, the fees remain. Drivers crossing I-65 continue to pay the price, while Uncle Sam will foot the bill on I-71. Someone close to the financing aspect of the Ohio River Bridges project said that 10 years ago, both regions needed new bridges. He said Kentucky and Indiana worked together to put safety first and build those tolled bridges, while the other project waited for federal funding. With photojournalist Greg Shapker, Conroy Delouche, WDRB News.